Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Falcons going up against the Cowboys. With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First and 10, Prescott. And his first look is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And now it's second down. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line. And they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Out left side here to Bryant. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. A glance back at 2016 for Dez Bryant. 50 receptions, under 800 yards, had 8 touchdowns. What do you make of the season that Dez had?
Well, remember, it started with Dez injured, so it took a little while for him to get started. I'm going to make a bold prediction for you. Would not shock me at all if he doubled his catch number next year and darn near doubled his receiving yardage total. Because if he's healthy all year long, they're going to want to take some pressure off of the run game themselves, and Dak Prescott in his second season should be that much more confident throwing it downfield. Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Sounds like you doing it, right?
It's really fascinating in what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Remember, he had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does, down in and down out. I think he's just going to keep getting better.
Second down, Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? He's able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. A second down throw for Prescott. He's got time in the pocket. And this one's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, it's Prescott. He's got time. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
The inaugural carry for Darren McFadden. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
Here we go.
Prescott from the gun on third. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Ohio.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there and doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level, you end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And let's see, 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. The play clock's running down. Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. I feel like we just ran a marathon. That was a long drive. They probably wanted 6 if they're going to go that many plays.
And there were no checkpoints, no watering stations, nothing like that, right? Terrific job by the offense because not only did they possess the ball for that long, they wore down the defense. That could pay dividends later.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. Over 1,400 yards last year for Jones. Just 6 touchdowns, but, you know, of course he had the big 300-yard game. However, when he was blanketed with coverage, he always opens things up for other guys, doesn't he?
He does, and that's what's benefited Atlanta's offense. Other guys were able to step up. In 2016, Mohamed Sanu stepped up and had his best year as a pro. Austin Hooper, as a young tight end, really developed down the stretch. And Taylor Gabriel, who had come over as a free agent from Cleveland, he really flourished, actually led the team in touchdown catches. But there's only one Julio Jones, and you want to get the ball to him as much as possible.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Ryan. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. 3rd down here.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. Finding Gabriel, complete. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic, and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And that's caught by Tammy. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
And when you watch Devontae Freeman run the football, you can almost close your eyes and hear him running the football, can't you? Because people just scatter. I mean, you know, when he goes through a pile, it moves in a positive direction for him. I just love how hard he plays the game.
1,000-yard season. He had 11 touchdowns last year. In March, 25 years old. So he's kind of hitting that sweet spot for a running back, isn't he?
He really is, and I still remember the evaluation of him coming out of college. He does everything well, but you weren't sure he had a dominant trait. Well, wrong about that. He's dominant in just about everything he does, and I think that he's going to continue to elevate his game and seek a 3rd Pro Bowl in 2017.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Here we go. Red 38.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So third and inches, trying to pick it up the middle. He had nowhere to go, tackled for a loss.
And you know how we talk about double A-gap pressure, meaning line backers going in the gap between the center and the guard on either side? Well, it's not always to get to the passer. Sometimes you do that to prevent a running play. Worked pretty well in that situation.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Coleman now. And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Barry Church, the strong safety, the one to get him down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. On third down, Ryan. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage. Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Ryan will throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And again, Ryan going underneath. It's Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman from 19 yards away. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And this will wind up being a poor decision to bring it out as he's out of bounds shy of the 20. And out now come the Cowboys. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Beasley with it over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They go play action here on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Throwing. Prescott finding time. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half.
We got three, fellas.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1st half, yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep. Hey, I got to go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the 3rd quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Ryan on second down. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 6 there on first.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll come out in the pistol. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll give it to him here. And an alley to run. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Let's go. 190. 190. Hang on, need some there. Ohio. Check three. Ohio. Let's go. 190. 190. Flex round.
A second down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Come on, let's go. 190.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 3. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Surveying the field. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back now in Arlington. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Did he get the feed down? Yes. Touchdown. Austin Hooper. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Time running out here on the play clock. Prescott on first down. Going right side. He has Witten. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And now they're in the hurry up.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Check back 45. Check back 45. Ohio. Ohio. Check 50. Flex round. Flex round.
Second down. Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And quickly they get to the line. To the air again, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
As a general rule, when you take a deep shot downfield, it's usually a timing pattern. Quarterback in the pocket and looking to hit his receiver downfield. But when he has to move outside of it, timing often gets thrown off. And on that play, that caused the incompletion.
Another pistol look here. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Prescott yet again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
And again, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. Coleman. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Fourth down. Here's Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off Byron Jones. And now here come the Cowboys. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to air one out. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Ohio! Ohio!
A second down throw for Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, Prescott over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. A second down throw for Prescott. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Bryant with a catch right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And the D looking like they may blitz. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go!
To the air again, Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He's going to go up top again. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 87 yards, and the Falcons will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Shift together here from the D-line. Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. Ryan wants to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it was almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One last shot now for Prescott. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
In motion here is Witten. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.